Welcome to the Mommy Therapist. They're ready for you.
I'm Kristi.
And I'm Sasha.
And we are moms who are also therapists to moms.
And we are passionate about supporting all moms through motherhood transitions, challenges, and beyond.
And we're so happy that you're here today. This is episode 11.
Thank you for listening to our last episode where we discussed our postpartum stories.
Oh, our postpartum episode.
Mm-hmm. It was, oh my God. It was tender. It was tender.
It really was, yeah.
My kids listened to it and they loved it. They loved the whole thing. We had some fun discussions. So.
Yeah, my husband listened to it, and as you know, he was only around for number 3.
Yeah.
So he just kind of held me a little bit, and then he was like, do you feel like it helps you having 3 such varied experiences? Like just having empathy for your clients? And I was like, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Right? And he was just like, I don't think he realized what everything looked like for my first 2.
Yeah,
so
doesn't have that big picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did listen back, and I just had all the feels all week.
I listened back a few times and cried every time. Listening back. It was like it's just good. It's just good to review that narrative, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've been watching a new show.
Oh, tell me.
Okay. So, it's called Nobody Wants This.
I have watched both seasons.
Have you really?
Yes.
I'm kind of binging it right now, but it speaks to me because the 2 sisters are doing a podcast and I'm like, "Oh, this is so fun for me."
Yes, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked Kristen Bell and Adam.
I don't know
What's
his
last name. Anyway,
I don't know what else is he in because
I know him
so familiar
as Dave Rogowski from Gilmore Girls.
Oh,
do you remember that?
I have not seen.
The guitarist.
I have not watched that in so long. I should watch back Gilmore Girls, but yeah, it is. It's so good. Like the cute romantic story. Like I can't go into too much detail about it, but don't watch it with your kids around.
No, do not.
It is not a kid friendly movie or show, but I've been loving it.
Yeah.
So
How far
much.
are you?
I'm only about halfway through the first season.
Okay,
now,
then I won't spoil anything.
Don't spoil anything.
But it's so cute. It's a good humor moment. It's very entertaining. It's very funny. And while there is heart to it, it's just so silly in some ways.
It is.
It's great.
It is. But it's also so relatable is the other part, you know? But when I first saw that they're doing this podcast, I was like, oh, I got to watch this. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one about cross-cultural love or how to
Yeah.
build a relationship with someone who has different background or different family or different religion, different
even just
values.
Weird. What I'm liking most about it is they're being real about how relationships work and how you have to work to make them work, and we can't just give up on those things if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, some things aren't just a barrier that it's we can't deal with this.
Yes, right.
It's how do you deal with this?
We're gonna write that off for the picky people out there looking for a relationship, right?
Yeah. My husband and I have been rewatching Breaking Bad for his podcast.
Oh my gosh, we haven't watched that. Oh my gosh,
yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, he's watched it by himself and I've watched it by myself, so it's the first time we're watching it together.
Oh, fun!
And so that's kind of fun, and also it's just been so long since it came out. Yeah, so that's been fun to watch. I mean, it's not fun; it's a very dark show.
Yes, but it is very dark.
It's incredible. It's incredibly made, incredibly written. The story arc is very Shakespearean. It's just
no, you're not wrong.
I appreciate it.
I love it
in many ways.
Kristi, are you checking in first today?
Oh, yes, I am on check-in.
All right.
Let's jump in. So mentally, I have been all in the plans for spring break.
Oh.
Spring break is a unique challenge for parents because it's hey, mid-April or early April, let's just have a week off of school and you get to figure out what you're going to do with your kids. So are we going to take off time from work? And are we going to call in supports? Are we going to send the kids off to their friends' houses? What does that look like? So kind of mentally juggling those, but also doing that times 2 because my little guy, his preschool has spring break this week and my big kids have spring break next week.
Oh, that's
they don't line up
fun
because they're in different school districts. And so that was
So you have to do it for 2 weeks.
Do it 2 weeks. Yeah. But luckily, because my mother-in-law is living with us, she's like built-in immediate help, and she's so happy to help. And so she's essentially been having like a week with her grandson, and they're having a great time.
I love it.
So thinking about all of that, emotionally, I'm feeling pretty content today, just kind of peaceful. We had a slow morning, which was nice. I feel like the way you manage your mornings can affect so much.
Yeah.
And like
for
when
sure.
you have a crazy rushed, we're late, or there's too much to do, or we can't find your shoes, or oh my gosh, the car's out of gas. Like I feel like there's no better way to ruin your day than just having a super hectic, unpredictable morning.
Mornings are my least favorite. My least favorite part.
Which I will talk about again later. But this morning was more calm and peaceful because we didn't have to take one of the kids to school. And we got to work a little bit early today. And so it's just like, I'm feeling calm because of that, which is really nice.
I like that.
Physically, I've been dealing with some like stomach ache issues because I started taking a supplement, which goes into my self-care. So for my self-care, I went to a gynecologist.
Good job.
I went to a doctor and I said, hey, what's going on? I have all these symptoms. Is it perimenopause? Is it something else? She got a very detailed history. We did some blood work and it came back that it's not perimenopause. My hormones are still pretty good.
Okay.
But that it is actually my iron levels. My ferritin tested extremely low, which is pretty common for women our age.
Okay. Good to know.
But having low ferritin, which is your iron stores, can indicate like, oh, your hair is going to be thinning out and breaking, which it was. Your skin's going to be dry and itchy. You're going to be fatigued all the time. You're going to like, it's just everything that I was like, oh, perimenopause is actually, oh, low iron.
Low iron.
So now I'm taking an iron supplement twice a day, which can upset your stomach a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to eat a diet with more iron in it. So like fortified cereals and spinach. And we've been making green smoothies in the morning, which my kids really love.
Oh, they like them?
Yeah, they
I love
do.
that.
And then they kind of get to help. So if you've never made a green smoothie, kind of this is like the easy, quick way to do it is you put in like a cup of water in your blender, then you put in a big handful of spinach, and you can add kale too if you want. And then you blend that until it's just like green juice. And then you add a little bit of cucumber. Cucumber cancels out any bitterness that's in the spinach or kale.
Oh, okay.
And then you add like half a banana for some creaminess. And then you add kind of whatever else you want. So
It's literally just fruit and veg.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
we add, in our freezer, we've got frozen mango. We have frozen pineapple. We have like a frozen berry mix. So we just kind of mix and match. You can throw in apples. You can throw in grapes or strawberries, whatever's in your fridge, whatever's just laying around, old or new. If it's older, it's usually sweeter. But we just toss in a couple fruits that we like, one frozen thing just to help it be a little cold, more like a smoothie. But you don't need ice because you just have frozen.
You just have your frozen
fruit. And then you can add like flaxseed or chia seeds if you want some extra little protein or fiber. And my kids love it. Yeah.
Crunch.
Yeah.
I like
so,
it.
but because of that, my stomach's adjusting to all of that, you know.
Oh, that's not fun though.
So not fun, but necessary. And I feel like it's been 2 weeks now since I started the supplements, 2 weeks tomorrow. And I'm already feeling like a little bit more energetic, and I don't feel like I'm quite as irritable, which is really nice.
I love that.
And hey, you don't have to take Prozac or something. You just have to have enough iron in your body.
I know, just iron.
Imagine that.
Oh, that's so fun.
That. So socially, I got to spend some time with my kids' friends' parents last night.
Oh, fun.
So my daughter's in the choir at school, and the last couple of years, they sing the national anthem at one of the hockey games. Not like our big hockey team, but it's the Grizzlies, like our little local team. And so they go and they sing the national anthem, and they, you know, the kids all get to go to the game for free. And then we just buy discounted tickets as the parents. So after they sing, we all go up into this section, and the parents we sit on the back row and we share snacks and we chat, and the kids all play and jump around and try to get on the dance camera. And so we did that for like an hour last night. So that was really fun. And just like rubbing elbows with the other moms and dads is kind of fun, you know?
Yeah.
Like
it is fun to connect.
Yeah. It's a part of like building that village of being friends with the parents of your kids' friends. It's like, it's a thing, you know?
You know what? I don't know how we do this, but like that's part of what I'm doing for processing today. So
Yeah.
that's, I don't know how this works out always, but it seems to.
It does. Excellent. Okay, Sasha, go ahead and check in with me.
Mentally. So my kids are on spring break this week. And so I didn't have to get them up and ready. And also my husband is working from home. He's doing a training at home today.
Oh, you just air quoted that.
I did air quote it because like
it's a training.
It's a training, right? He's an elevator mechanic. He can't really actually work from home.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we were joking about that. But like, so it was just a slow morning and I was like, oh, I don't have to get big kids to school. I just have to drop off Jay. And so Derek woke up and he like came back and cuddled with me for a little bit this morning. And then he got up and like went to go do his training in my office. And I was like, I'm just going to lay here for a little while. I fell back to sleep.
Oh no.
And my kids didn't wake me up, which is not a normal thing.
Yeah.
Because they were up later last night because
spring break.
Right. So I woke up. I have only been awake for an hour now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know what? It sounds like you needed that sleep.
I needed that, I think. Yeah. So I like
so
woke
you did
up.
have a rushed morning.
I had a rushed
mornings.
yes, I had a rushed morning. I got up, I went and got Derek. I said, "Get Jay ready for me really quickly." I put myself together, rushed out the door, and to top it all off, I have to go the long way to drop Jay off to school now because the intersection that's right by my house, yes, it's under construction. So it's completely blocked off right now. So I was just like, okay, here we are. So I'm feeling that's my brain right now. So emotionally I'm feeling a little disoriented.
Yes, yeah.
Trying to come back
little rushed
to the world.
A little
Wake
scattered.
up.
Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. Physically, I feel great now because, I'm here. We're doing it.
Got extra sleep.
I got the extra sleep. So there's that. Socially, I went to the zoo yesterday. My sister's in town. She lives in Virginia. And I went with her and my sister-in-law and her husband and my brother-in-law and then my sister's best friend that lives here in Utah.
Okay.
So we did that. And then I also had a friend over last night because Derek went out for guys' night because my sister's husband is his best friend.
Oh, okay.
So, but they went out, they went to an escape room and then they went out to dinner and then they wanted to play pool. And so Derek's like, well, I have a pool table. So they just brought them back to our house and I got to hang out with them for a little bit longer and it was great. But yeah. The zoo yesterday.
Like such a good night for them.
It was a good, yeah, it was a fun day for them. And it was also a fun night for me. And then a very big social day for us yesterday, except that it was pouring rain yesterday. We were freezing. It was quite the adventure.
Oh no.
I will talk more about that later. But yeah, so self-compassion, self-care. I had a friend over last night in order to supplement me getting a night off because Derek was also on call on Tuesday on my night off. So
that sounds like a lot of good social.
It was, yeah. It's been a good week. It's been a good week. Even
good.
though this morning was a little rushed and crazy and wild. But I also get to spend some more time with my sister tomorrow and my nephews. And it's, yeah.
That sounds good.
It's very good. Yeah.
Okay, so you are on processing. So what do you have for us?
So I want to go back to the zoo story.
Okay.
Because, so I've been given permission to give names in the podcast, right? So some names. So my sister's name is Amanda. She lives in Virginia, so she's not here very often. We don't get to spend like physical time with her very much. And her husband, and then my sister-in-law's name is Karina, and her husband is my brother. And then my friend, Amanda's best friend is Sarah. I've kind of adopted her as a very good friend of mine. So we all go to the zoo, right? We had a party of 17. 17.
That's enormous.
Between kids and adults. So there were,
like 8 adults?
Now I got to count. So we had 6 adults. And then between all of us, 11 children.
Wow.
Yeah. It was wild.
Were any of them on leashes?
I wanted to put Jay on a leash.
Yes, I imagine. I would put B on a leash.
But this is kind of where I'm getting into, like, okay, Karina has the 2 youngest. And then I have the oldest. Mm-hmm. Plus, I had P's friend with me as well.
Okay.
So I had 5 there with me. All of them only have 2, but it's wild. But as I was watching the whole thing, none of them have teenagers. And they were kind of bonding with that. And we were dealing with a lot of teenage angst. I mean, like, they had to be awake at a decent time to be able to leave. So,
and do something they maybe didn't choose.
Oh, and it was cold and rainy
no.
oh my gosh. Ew. But then everybody else is kind of in these like weird motherhood transition periods, if that makes sense. So like I've noticed that there are different stages to parenting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like I'm in this stage now where it's like, yeah, Jay's little still, but I can still leave her home with P and feel scared about that. Like I can just take off and go.
Right. I feel like once they're potty trained, once they can speak their mind, once they can take themselves to the bathroom, they can get themselves a snack. You don't have to leave the house with a giant diaper bag. That's like a whole new stage.
It's a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
But like Sarah and Amanda, they're in kind of the same boat. Like their kids are very similar ages. And then
are they in the middle? Like their kids are elementary school?
Yeah, they're all still elementary. Karina's got babies. Like her oldest just started kindergarten this year.
Okay.
So
and her youngest
is still in diapers. I'm pretty sure. Nope. He was actually using the potty there. I remember my brother having to run to the bathroom.
2 to 4 year olds.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just really interesting watching everybody navigate. And then when we sat down for lunch, we were like going around the table and just kind of discussing things like Karina still has a baby napping. Ultimately, they still do naps. And if they skip a nap, then it's really awful. And they have to kind of time the world around that. And I'm going, I don't care. What my issue was I don't want to push my teenagers out of bed to be up there right at, rope drop for the zoo.
Right. Yeah.
So, because that was going to be too much. It was just interesting talking about the different stages that we go through and then thinking back to like our postpartum stories and looking at the baby part of it. And I'm like, wow, this is just, it's wild how it transitions. And I kept telling my brother, I'm like, it's going to get easier. Does it really get easier?
No, it gets different.
Yeah.
I think the hards change because you go from worrying about colic and diapers and sleepless nights because your baby's waking up to now my kids are getting bullied or my kids are having issues with their identity or puberty or hey, what does this bad word mean? And just all sorts of other challenges.
Right. Yeah, it's just
but it does get different.
It's very different.
Like Krista and Amber Lee mentioned that not all of us are meant to be like baby moms. We don't love that stage or love the toddler mom stage or some of us are better with big kids or better with teenagers. So depending on who you are, it might get easier because you might enjoy it more. But I think it just gets different.
Yeah. I do remember saying, I was like, because I think it was my brother. He's like, oh, you've had 2 teenagers at home this week. And I'm like, yeah, but the thing is like, although P was not pleasant at the zoo, a lot of the times she's a good friend. Like I enjoy spending time with her. I'm spending time with her tonight. Actually, we're going to bake a cake together tonight. So, and I'm looking forward to that, but it's just, it's back and forth.
Yeah. I think the different stages of parenthood is so real. My husband and I were just kind of mentioning a few days ago about how all of our kids feel like they're on the cusp of their next stage. Because my oldest E is 11, so he's in pure, like he's stepping into preteen.
Yep.
he's in 5th grade now, so he'll step into middle school next year. And we
you're
can
getting
already
into it.
feel it. We can feel it happening. It's like
You can.
the winds are coming. you
Yes,
know?
I have that with Kay as well.
Yeah. And then my daughter N is 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like between like 7 and 8, it's like they're going from, I don't know, those like 1st and 2nd graders to like 3rd and 4th and 5th. You know, I just feel like it's a new, older stage. And then our little guy, he's not a toddler anymore.
Right.
And he's unique in the way he speaks. He's always been really ahead that way. But it still kind of surprises us. We're just like, he's so 4 today. He is just like this grown up little kid. I don't know. He's going from that toddler to like, he's a little kid, you know?
Oh, see, and I hate watching the toddler to kid stage. Like it just, it hurts my heart. Cause like
I
I'm seeing
love it. It's so great. Cause
do
I'm
you?
like, now we can like talk about things and we can go do things and you'll participate instead of just like want a snack the whole time.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Jay, but I hate watching the like cute little toddler body where everything's kind of disproportionate, like turn into this big kid thing. I'm like, what is happening?
Like his little belly's gone.
I know.
He's like much more proportionate.
You're not a baby anymore. Like you just watch it go away. But
yeah, I saw something recently about the stages that said it was like a 7-7-7 rule.
Oh.
That's kind of like the best way to connect with your kids. So the first 7 years of life, from 0 to 7, the best way to connect with them is by playing with them. And then they said the second 7 years, between 7 and 14, the best way to connect is to teach them.
Oh.
And then from 14 to 21, the best way to connect is through advising them. And I thought that's such an interesting idea.
I like that a lot.
Kind of meeting them where they're at, like playing with them to really build that attachment and connection. And that's how their brains grow, right? Is through play.
Yeah.
And then going into teaching where their brains are developing more in that executive function sort of way and working on them with their homework and reading and teaching them about life and about, you know, social skills or chores or whatever it might be. And then once they hit 14, really your job is to advise them. Like let them make mistakes. Let them apply.
They will allow you to. That is my issue with P. She's like, nope, you're stupid.
I think advise implies that we let them come to us.
Okay,
we let them do their thing. Like this happened.
Go there.
This happened a few weeks ago for you, where she had a hard time at school, and she came to you and was like, "This really crappy thing happened."
So
you got to say,
"Yeah,
that wasn't okay," and let me tell you why, and let's figure out how to deal with it. You know?
All right, good advice, Kristi.
But like letting them make mistakes, letting them figure things out, and then being them to catch them, support them, advise them. So yeah,
I like that a lot. That's a good way to thinking about things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Stages of parenthood. All right, our affirmation of the day today, which is something that I think kind of resonates because of our postpartum episode, is my strength is greater than my struggles.
I like that a lot. My strength is greater than my struggles.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think it is so common to feel like I can't do this, whether it's with postpartum, with motherhood in general, with your teenagers, with work-life balance, with mornings. Pick something we talked about of just like, oh my gosh, this is really hard.
Yeah.
So I think remembering that your strength is greater than your struggle, even if your strength is using your coping skills or putting something on pause for a moment.
Yeah.
Like that's also strength. That's mental strength and emotional strength to figure out how to handle something. It doesn't just mean like power through,
right?
But it means you're strong enough to figure it out. Like something you said to me a couple episodes ago. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. And you were like, you have survived every single one of your days.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
We can do it.
You've
can
done
always do it.
Yeah. So that shows my strength is greater than my struggles because the struggles eventually end.
Yes.
Or change.
It does something different.
And our strength continues to grow, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Or
fingers
ebb and
crossed.
flow. But yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Have you had any moments recently?
Yeah.
Or maybe this was true?
Actually, yeah. I've stated that I have OCD. Oh, that's weird. Yes. Poor Kristi got to see an OCD spiral the other day.
Not poor Kristi.
It was a thing.
I'm happy to be here.
You were wonderful. You shut it down very quickly.
I accept you as you are.
Okay, thank you.
That's why we're friends, right? We accept
That's why.
I don't give you a hard time for OCD. You don't give me a hard time for my anxiety.
No, we're okay. We're good. So I have a driving anxiety that I've had for a couple of years now, which you actually saw the beginning of
Yes.
when I was taking my kids to your house.
Yes.
For summer break.
That was the beginning of it?
That was the beginning of it.
Oh, okay.
That's when all of this started.
Yeah, that was a rough morning.
So I struggled to drive on the freeway. Well, to the zoo from my house, it's about a 30-minute drive on the freeway. It's like mostly freeway.
On the freeway.
On the freeway. And it was pouring rain. So I was terrified. Like, I already knew it was going to be difficult. So I was sort of like prepping myself for my exposure, right?
Yeah.
Then in the morning when Derek called me, he's like, "Okay, honey, it's raining. You gonna be okay?" I was like, "Oh my goodness, I don't know if I can do this." So I ended up like sitting the kids down and being like, "Okay, this is Mom's anxious about this. This is what I need. I need my music. I need nobody fighting in the car. And if I say I need categories, you guys just start listing categories. Like just start putting me, they were good." Guess what? I made it there. I made it home. I didn't die.
You didn't die?
I didn't die.
No.
And as we were getting close to home, they were like, "Mom, you didn't have to ask us for categories." And I was like, "I didn't. Oh my goodness."
Gosh.
Like I stayed.
You didn't panic.
I didn't panic.
You figured it out.
I got a little anxious.
Yeah.
I got a little stressed, but I managed it on my own.
Amazing.
And it was awesome. I knew what I needed and I asked for it.
I'm so proud of you.
It was wonderful.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at that strength being
I know.
bigger
Look at
than
me.
your struggle.
I can drive. I can
You
drive.
can drive on the freeway. I mean, let's just acknowledge driving on the freeways are scary.
Yes.
And in bad weather is scary.
It's scary.
And a car full of children.
I had 5 children with me.
It's, yeah.
I think that's the part
It
that
can
makes
be a
it
lot.
harder for me is like it's not just my life that my brain says I'm risking. I'm not risking anything. But it's their lives too.
Yeah, absolutely. It reminds me of when I was driving in California with E. And there were sheets of rain and a rental car and a freeway I didn't know. And I was starting to panic and he helped me out by
He's just like
telling me it's okay to go slow and giving me directions. And
so good.
our kiddos, we've trained them.
We've got some good kids.
We really do. All right. You were on our education moment. So what do you want to teach us today?
Well, I'm very excited about this. It kind of goes into what I just talked about. So I want you to think about those moments when you feel like you're either going to completely lose it or just start shutting down. Okay.
I've got it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's bedtime.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Bedtime with B when he's jumping on his bed naked. And I just want him to put on his jammies because his bath was long and I'm tired and he's still going to want 5 stories and 6 songs. And I just want him to come down and get.
Like, please just
I'm
calm
like, how
down.
do I trick him to do this? Because I'm about to just yell, "Get your jammies on!"
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
I'm-
Yes. So
I'm
like
there.
there's either this moment of like snapping at your kids and then the guilt spiral that goes on with that, which happens a lot for me. That happens more often than the other. But then there's also the feeling numb and checking out and feeling like I just can't deal with this. So when we're in these spaces, I always think that I'm failing, right? Like I'm not parenting properly right now. But it's not you failing, it's your nervous system. Your nervous system is out of whack. And so today I want to talk about what we call the window of tolerance. This is a term coined by Dan Siegel, who we love. I think we've talked about him before, haven't we?
If we haven't, we should.
We
Because
definitely
he's an
should.
amazing author.
He's wonderful. I don't know if
Psychologist.
there's a book that I'm sure there's a book he's written about the window of tolerance because he's written several books. But so the simple definition of a window of tolerance is that you have an optimal zone of functioning where you can think clearly, stay present, and respond instead of react. I like that term, respond instead of react. So when we're inside our window, we're thinking, I'm stressed, but I can handle this.
Right.
So while I was driving to the zoo, I was stressed, but I could handle it. I was within my window of tolerance. It's not about being calm. It's about being regulated enough to cope.
Yes. So you're staying present and you're staying aware.
Yes.
Yeah. When we're outside of your window is when we're not able to cope.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you for the segue. Because hyperarousal is when you're having it's too much. It's too much. It's just exactly what you were describing. It's the fight or flight stuff. So with that, with parenting, it could look like yelling, rage cleaning, feeling overstimulated or touched out, or having an anxiety spiral at bedtime, or when you're calling your friend because you can't edit a podcast.
Yes.
And body signs, physical symptoms can be racing heart, irritability, or overwhelm. Those, I mean, I get tingly fingers. I don't know what you get when you feel
anger
hyperaroused.
and panic. I feel like I will get hot. I'll get sweaty.
yes.
I'll feel tension in my arms, almost like I want to hit something to let it out, which is scary when you're parenting children.
Yes.
But yeah, I will feel like I want to yell and scream and slam doors, and I need like pressure, like jump.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It's an uncomfy feeling.
It is uncomfy. We don't like it.
Mm-mm.
But then there's the other end of the spectrum, which is hypoarousal, which is too little. So this is our freeze or shutdown mode, right?
Yeah.
Where parenting, it can look like scrolling and zoning out, or I just can't deal with one more need, or emotional numbness where we're just completely shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And that can look like exhaustion, disconnection, and depression.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Needing to just feel distant, wanting isolation, wanting to stay in bed, wanting to delegate everything, saying, I just can't right now.
I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah. Detaching.
Mm-hmm. So one is too much and one is not enough. And neither is where we parent at our best. How does that resonate with you?
Absolutely true. Yeah. Because I feel like either I'm too upset and frustrated to meet the needs of anybody, or I'm so disconnected I can't even see what people need.
Right. So this part really resonated with me, which I didn't think about, but it said we all leave our window daily. And when I think about it, like I do leave my window regularly, and the goal isn't staying in your window. It's learning how to come back. And I guess also recognizing that we're outside of the window of tolerance.
Absolutely. Not just relying on our husbands to tell us.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah. They're really good at that. So when you're outside of your window, we lose access to our parenting skills. We react instead of respond. And this is where I want to go back to our wise mind conversation, because this is when survival brain takes over and thinking brain goes offline. Right? We can't.
Yeah.
And that's why we talk a lot about how we can't regulate ourselves sometimes, because when we're outside of our window of tolerance, we're not thinking, we're not regulating, right?
Yeah. And it's hard to know what to do when you're so far out.
Yes.
Like I remember being taught, like really trying to recognize when you're right on the edge, because when you're on the edge of becoming hyper aroused or hypo aroused, when it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so frustrated. Like what I kind of just said, I'm sitting on the floor and I'm feeling like I'm about to yell at my kiddo just because he won't put jammies on. He's being a kid.
Exactly.
He's just being a kid.
Exactly.
And like if we go to bed 10 minutes later, whatever, like I can get through this.
Right.
But in the moment, I know I'm about to lose it. And so that's when I stand up and go, okay, I'm going to go upstairs and you call me when you're ready. You can jump, you call me when you're ready for jammies, so that I can walk away from the crazy energy that's happening
and regulate
take a couple
yourself.
Deep breaths and have something to drink. So it's noticing when you're on the edge, because once you're in that fight or flight or that freeze space, it's a lot harder
Exactly.
to do it on your own. Right.
Your child isn't the problem. You are not the problem. Your nervous system is just overwhelmed.
Right.
That's it. And I think when I feel like my child is not listening and all of that, then I start to go into like, oh, I'm a failure as a parent. That's not it. Again, they're just being kids, right?
Right.
So what shrinks a mom's window?
Oh, I could go on for days.
I know.
First, let's talk about the lack of sleep.
That's the first thing on my list over here.
Yes, lack of good nutrition. Being isolated, lack of support systems, trauma, grief.
Basically motherhood.
Yeah.
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 Motherhood shrinks our window. So if your window feels tiny right now, it makes sense and it's normal.
Yeah. Physical pain and discomfort can shrink your window. So if you're recovering from difficult birth or any other physical symptoms, when we are sick, our window of tolerance is smaller.
And I loved this part. And I know that we talk about this, but I've never actually connected the dots. So kids borrow our nervous system. And we know that, right? Because if we're regulated, then we can help them regulate. Or if we're regulated, they're regulated. Because they don't have a fully developed window yet. They don't really have a tolerance at all. And so if we're outside our window, they escalate faster, right?
Yeah.
And if we're regulated, then they regulate faster. So it's really, that was just fascinating to me. Like just connecting those dots. It was like a light bulb moment for me. I know this, but it didn't connect in my mind.
Yeah. Just knowing that they borrow our calm. They respond to our energy that comes from if we're regulated or not. And I think that's my problem is like when my kids are escalated, I tend to borrow that.
Yes.
And it's like, this is supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah. We gotta switch that.
Yeah.
We gotta switch that. We gotta calm down. Okay. So the good news is though, we can expand our window.
Yes, we can.
We can do that. We can change our neurosystems, right? So you can widen your window over time. It's not about perfection. It's about capacity, right? So we can get a bigger window using our coping skills that we've been talking about. So cold water, deep breathing, stepping outside, putting your feet in the grass, right? Maybe not when it's pouring rain outside at the zoo. Reframing, this is hard, but it's not dangerous. I loved that statement. This is hard, but not dangerous.
Yeah, that's a great thought.
I can come back from this. I don't have to go into fight, flight, or freeze. Asking for help. And then this one was really fun. Feeling seen and supported. That's one that I struggle with a lot. I feel like I'm ignored a lot and I have to draw attention to myself. And who likes to do that? You know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeling appreciated and seen. Totally.
So, concluding statement. You don't need to calm your kids. You need to calm your nervous system.
You need to calm yourself.
Calm yourself down, and then they will be okay.
Or engage yourself if you're on that hypo space. Engage yourself to meet your kids. Yeah. I know there's, outside of these coping skills, there's also like preventative measures to widen your window of tolerance. That's like dealing with your trauma and your grief.
Yes.
Making sure you're taking care of your body, you're getting enough sleep, you're doing all of those self-care things that we talk about every week.
Yes.
Of seeing friends and taking supplements and things like that so that you are more prepared, you're more capable to stay in that window of tolerance for longer.
I like that. Yeah, therapy, if you're dealing with mental health struggles, that's going to shrink your window even more than anything else.
Absolutely.
In motherhood.
Yeah, which is why postpartum depression sucks because you're already tired and recovering from a painful thing and we're depressed and we're anxious. How are we supposed to parent?
Exactly. So I want to end with one more thing and tell me what you think about how does this resonate with you? It's kind of an affirmation.
Okay.
But good moms aren't calm all the time.
Amen.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be calm all the time.
We can't be.
No.
There's too much going on.
But like in both good. I think it's okay to be aroused when things are getting unsafe or dangerous or overwhelming. I think that's all it is a signal that your nervous system's overwhelmed and you need to do something.
Right. Oh, great.
Right?
That's
it's like our
sign.
emotions. Like an emotion's not bad. It just is a sign of something.
Right.
So maybe it's a sign that like you need more sleep, friend, you know?
You
but
sleep
also,
in until way too late in the morning. Yeah.
So I don't think we have to be calm to be good moms.
No, but I think we judge ourselves too harshly for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. For our lightning round, I wanted to talk about something that I do to make my mornings go better because I know how much they impact my whole day.
Thank you, because my morning, I hate mornings.
Yes. So we talk about this in our IOP group with time management, of recognizing what's the hardest part of your day and trying to plan to make that part of your day easier or more successful. So first thing in the morning is one, usually that witching hour, like 4 to 6, where we're trying to make dinner. Everybody's a little hangry and tired, and then bedtime, right? So to help make your mornings a little easier, might I suggest something that we call putting the house to bed. So the night before, like after you put your kids to bed, essentially, take 10 minutes to put your house to bed. This is a way
you got to put a timer on that, though.
To get yeah. If you need to put a timer, you can. Sometimes it's less. But essentially, you just take a quick 10 minutes. I know this is like we're tired and we want to go to bed. You don't have to do it right away. Maybe it's like sit down for an hour, hang out with your partner, do what you got to do. And then it's kind of like how, okay, we need to put our animals to bed. Let's take the dogs out one more time. Let's make sure everything's good to go. In that space, putting your house to bed helps you prepare for the next morning. So for us, that looks like, we make sure all the doors are locked. We make sure all the lights are off. We put the dishes away. So we load the dishwasher. We start the dishwasher. We make sure any clutter that needs to be put away is taken care of. If there's something special happening the next day, I'll set something out so I don't forget to take it. I'll make sure my coffee mug is clean. So in the morning, I can just make my coffee and I'm not trying to find it or figure out where it is. Just little things like that to essentially put everything away so that when you wake up in the morning, you have set yourself up for success. So in the morning, it's like, I just need to get ready. I know everyone has clean clothes. I know it was raining today, so everyone had their boots. I found their boots the night before, so it wasn't a struggle the next morning. Just little things like that. It really can take 10 minutes, but it will make a huge difference on your stress level, your feeling of rushedness in the morning. And it just, I feel like it makes everything go smoother when it's like, all right, let's have breakfast. And it's not like, oh my gosh, all these dishes are everywhere. Or like, I don't know. It's something little, but I feel like it makes a big impact.
Yeah. That sounds nice, actually.
And it's something my husband
and I... Make sure the shoes have been found
before. Shoes are found. Backpacks are where they're supposed to be. You know, there's food for the morning. Have you ever woken up and it's like, oh, we have no milk?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
and like everybody wants cereal. And what about coffee? And what about, whatever. But if it's like 9:30 and it's like, oh, we don't have any milk. Oh, how annoying. But I guess I'll run to the grocery store.
Yes.
So that in the morning at 7, when everyone's rushing, you're good to go.
Helps, keep you in your window of tolerance.
Absolutely.
Just a little bit.
It's a little preventative measure to help mornings go better. So put the house to bed.
Put the house to bed. I love this idea. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for showing up for yourself today.
You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, or email us at themommytherapist@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what made an impact or what you'd like to hear next time.
Whether it's hanging out with your kids, friends, parents, or regulating your nervous system a little bit better, we hope something good happens today.
See you next week.
Take care.